about 5 minutes before we start. So just get comfortable seated position. One of the great things about the practicing online is you have the ability to add aromas to your class. So if you have any candles or diffusers or incense you like to burn, it's a great time just to set up a comfortable place where you are and get ready for class in your own environment. So you can just grab a comfortable seated position, take some nice deep breaths. Before I go any further, we are going to use a prop today. So I have a strap here. If you don't have a yoga strap, I just tied two belts together, and we'll use that for a little bit in class. So you might want to have one of those handy before we start. And anything will work if you have a long, sturdy rope. It has to be a heavier duty rope, a yoga strap, or some belts. So just grab a comfortable seated position before we start. Take some nice deep breaths, pulling the shoulders back, having the crown of the head up towards the sky. And I always find it's helpful before class to take a little time before class just to unwind and kind of clear your mind. When I find for me, if I'm really hectic or doing a lot and try to jump right into a yoga practice, it can be kind of hard. So just focus on inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Pulling your shoulders back, leaving a lot of room for your lungs to expand. And think about matching your inhale and exhale in duration. So slowing that inhale down a little, really lengthening it and letting the lungs fill completely. And then exhaling, releasing all that air. Nice deep breaths. And remember, this is your practice, so if something feels uncomfortable, just sit that asana out. And if you have any wants or needs for future classes, please let us know. We had a couple requests and we try to honor those. We will be adding a couple more half-hour classes. People seem to have enjoyed those and are looking for more of those when they don't have a complete hour. But if you do have any suggestions for future classes, please let us know and we'll try to incorporate that into our schedule. So if you're just joining us, you can grab a comfortable seated position. We are going to use a prop today, so I have two belts here that are handy if you just tie those together. If you have a yoga strap, that'll work. Or if you just have a thicker rope, something that's close to the same height you are, could be a little less, which is fine. Um, but something that's sturdy enough to be able to hold a little weight because we're going to use it on our legs. So we have a couple minutes before we start, so you can grab a comfortable seated position and just take a couple deep breaths. Inhaling deeply and completely, and then exhaling completely, trying to match that inhale and exhale in duration. And if you don't have a yoga strap, like I said, any kind of rope or belts will work. Just has to be something you're comfortable with holding that can hold a little bit of weight to it. So we just have about a minute before we start. So when you're ready, you can bring your hands to heart center, thumbs on sternum, and a light bow to your head. And just take a moment to give yourself some gratitude for coming to your mat today, for making your health and well-being a priority, and for setting this time apart for yourself. And when you're ready, you can rub your hands together and build up some friction in your palms. Let them get nice and warm. When they get nice and warm, you can transfer that heat to your heart center, your face, or both. And if you do opt for your face, think about massaging your temples, come around your cheekbones. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Nice straight spine and shoulders back, crown of the head up towards the sky. And when you're ready with an exhale, just lower your chin to chest. Relax your head here for a few breaths. Don't push it forward, just let it come forward. With your next inhale, bring your gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, chin to chest. And go through that one more time, but make sure you're pulling your shoulders back, almost like you're holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. With your next inhale, we're going to roll our left ear towards our left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And think about making a half circle here. So inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. And go through one more time. And we'll meet back with our chin to chest. And this time when we go left, we're going to go all the way around 2 times. And then all the way around 2 times the other way, making sure not to pinch your neck in the back. And whenever you're done all those rotations, you can meet back with your chin to chest. Whenever you get back to the chin to chest position, just stay there for a few breaths, pulling the shoulders back, making sure the spine is nice and tall and just the neck is forward. With an inhale, bring your gaze forward, crown of the head up towards the sky. And we're just going to bring some movement to our back and shoulders here. So with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. With the exhale, bring that right hand down and left arm over. Keeping that left glute on the mat and making sure you bend this right elbow to keep that shoulder away from your ear. We don't want that shoulder up real high. So with an exhale, we're going to take this left hand and put it on our right knee. And then inhale that right arm up and over. elongating that right side and keeping that right glute on the mat. And with an exhale, we're going to bring that right hand down to the left knee, so our arms should be crossed in front of us on each knee. Inhale up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold. And think about bringing your chest towards the ground. Don't try to reach the head for the ground. We want to keep our spine nice and straight here. You're better off moving less of a distance forward with a straight back than going a lot further with a hunched back. We're not trying to curl our back or hunch it up. We want to keep it nice and straight here. With an inhale, we're going to bring both arms way up overhead. And exhale, bring that left hand down, right arm over, elongating that right side, keeping your right glute on the mat. And once again, bending that left elbow to keep that left shoulder away from the ear. With an exhale, bring that right hand down the left knee. Inhale, left arm up and over. Think about keeping the shoulders flat against an imaginary wall. And then with an exhale, bring that left hand down to right knee. Arms are crossed in front of us. Up nice and tall with the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. If you feel any tension in the hips or lower back, just let go of that tension. But really focus on keeping the spine nice and straight here. With an inhale, we're going to bring both arms up overhead and we're going to go into a seated twist. So with an exhale, left hand comes to right knee and right hand behind back, twisting from the rib cage, keeping your spine nice and tall and just looking towards that right shoulder, but there should be no pressure on your neck. Maybe with an inhale, come a little closer towards center again with the chest, and then exhale, go back into your twist. With our next inhale, we're going to bring both arms way up overhead and exhale, forward fold. Once again, think about bringing your chest towards the ground, not reaching the head for the ground. Nice straight spine. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead and we're going to do the other side. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind back, twisting from the rib cage. So the spine is nice and tall and we're looking towards that left shoulder, but there's no pressure on the neck. Maybe with an inhale, you can come a little towards center with the chest. Exhale, go back into your twist. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold again. You can let the arms come down to rest. Nice deep breaths, trying to keep that spine nice and tight. Or nice and straight, I'm sorry, not tight. Nice and straight. With an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. We're going to interlock our fingers and have our pointer finger up and thumb back. And when we think about this movement, think about the vertebrae kind of that would be at the same level as your chest here. That's what we're trying to isolate. So you want the arms close to the head here, and we're just going to make circles with the middle back. The vertebrae that are just about chest height or just under it. Change directions. And you can come to stillness. We're going to reach our hands up for the sky. And with an exhale, bring your hands down to your knees. Up nice and tall. And now we're going to use our lower back to make big circles. As big as you can make those circles. And you can change directions. And you can come to stillness. So we're going to try a seated cat-cow today. So you want the hands on the knees up nice and tall. With an inhale, you're going to bring your chest forward, your gaze up, and roll your pelvis back. And then exhale, arch the back, roll the pelvis forward and chin to chest. And just do these at your own pace, matching your breath to your movement. Bringing as much movement to your pelvis, back, neck, and shoulders that you can. And just having the movement match the inhale or exhale. And after your next cat, you can come to a nice neutral spine, crown of the head up towards the sky. Pull those shoulders back. Inhale deeply and completely. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. And we're going to bring the soles of our feet together and bring them, the heels, as close to your pelvic floor as you can get them. And then put your thumbs inside the soles of your feet and try to open them like a book. And if you don't get a lot of movement here, it's okay. Just tight ankles, and we'll work on that as we go. So we want to open the book and then just butterfly your legs out to the side. Gentle movement. You shouldn't have a lot of pain here. You want to keep that spine nice and tall. And just gently open up the inner thigh, groin, and hip. You can come to stillness, and we're going to let the soles of our feet come back together again. Place your hands on your ankles and keep the spine nice and tall. And then with an exhale, just come forward and resist the urge to curl the spine. The spine is nice and straight. You might not get a lot of movement here, which is okay. Wherever you are, you are. Inhale, come back up to center. We're going to do one more time. Exhale, come forward, keeping that spine nice and straight. Inhale, come back up to center. We're going to extend that right leg and put the sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. You can have it, mine's a little straighter, but if you want to come out further, as long as you can get that left foot on there, whatever's comfortable for you. Up nice and tall with the inhale. Inhale, both arms up overhead, and turn and face that right foot. And exhale, forward fold. Trying to bring your chest towards the right knee. Try to resist the urge to crunch and bring the head towards the knee. We want to keep the spine nice and straight here. Now let's try using our breath to see if we can get a little further here. So with every inhale, just come up 2 or 3 inches, and then exhale. See if you can fold forward, but keeping that straight back. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Now with your next inhale, we're going to bring both arms way up overhead. Exhale, release your arms down by your side. And we're going to switch sides, so we're going to extend that left leg, put that right foot in the inner thigh there. Up nice and tall with our spine, and inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, turn and face that left leg, and forward fold. If one side feels much different than the other, that's pretty normal. It just means we're doing something on that side that makes it tighter or the other side that makes it looser. Nice deep breaths here. Resist the urge to curl the spine. Keep it nice and straight. And we're going to use our breath on this side. So with an inhale, come up a few inches. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up a few inches. Exhale, forward fold. And one more time. Inhale up a few. And exhale, forward fold. Nice deep breaths here. With an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. And exhale, release your arms down by your sides. Now we're going to try a wide-legged forward fold. However wide your legs are spread, it's up to you. Whatever's comfortable. Some people can sit here and be close to a split. I am not those people. Up nice and tall. So inhale, both arms way up overhead. And with an exhale, forward fold. Once again, stop when you start to feel the spine curl. If you're in a position where you might be able to reach your feet, feel free to do that. Just make sure the spine is nice and straight. If your hands are on the floor in front of you, that's fine. So we're going to bring the movement to this. With an inhale, just come up. Exhale, come forward. One more time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come forward. Just stay here for a few breaths. With your next inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. And then exhale, release your arms by your sides. And you can bring the legs together in front of you. So up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms way up overhead. And with an exhale, forward fold towards your feet. If you can't reach the feet, stop the hands on the shins, knees, wherever you're comfortable. Just make sure that spine is nice and straight. Nice deep breaths. With an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. And exhale, release your arms down by your sides. And just come back to a comfortable seated position. Up nice and tall. Shoulders are back. And just take some nice deep breaths here. You want to make sure it's easy to reach for you. So we're going to come down flat on the mat. Arms down by your sides. And we're just going to start with a full body stretch. So with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. Really reach for that wall behind you. Pointing your toes and stretching completely. With an exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. And we'll do another one. So inhale, both arms way up overhead. Reach for the wall behind you. And exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. And one more time, we're going to inhale the arms up overhead and reach for that wall. And this time with the exhale, we're going to do something a little different. As we exhale and bring our hands down by our side, instead of coming by our side, we're going to bring the right knee to our chest and grab it. So exhale, hands come down, right knee to chest, and give it a tight squeeze. And then inhale, extend again. And do one more of those. Exhale, hands come down, knee comes to chest. Inhale, extend. So we'll do the other side. Exhale, left knee to chest, hands come down and squeeze. Inhale, extend. And one more time. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale, extend. And this time with the exhale, just bring the hands down by the sides. So with our next inhale, we're going to pull both knees to chest and just gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness, and we're going to place a hand on top of each knee and just make some circles with the knees. Both knees going in the same direction. And change directions. And you can come to stillness. And now we're going to make circles in opposite directions. So with an inhale, we're going to let the legs butterfly out to the side, and exhale, they're going to meet back in the middle. So the knees are going in opposite directions. And change directions of your circles. And you can come to stillness. We're going to hold on to that right knee, and with an inhale, send that left foot up to the sky. And just point and flex your toes here, bringing some movement to the ankle. You can come to stillness. And with an exhale, lower that left leg down to the mat. Tee your left arm out to the side. And then with an exhale, let that right knee fall off to the right. So we're butterflying that right leg. Nice deep breaths here. You can gently lift that right knee towards your right underarm if you'd like. With an inhale, bring that right knee back to your chest. Place the left hand on the outside edge of that right knee and tee your right arm out to the side. And then with an exhale, roll onto your left hip, keeping that right shoulder on the mat and looking over that right shoulder. Nice deep breaths. With an inhale, come onto your back. And with your next inhale, send that right foot straight up to the sky. You can point and flex the toes here. And then with an exhale, lower that right leg down to meet the left leg. And once that leg comes down to rest, just take a moment here to feel the difference between your two legs. Does one feel lighter or longer? With your next inhale, bring both knees to chest and gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness, and now we're going to hold on to that left knee and inhale, send that right foot up to sky. And this time we're going to make circles with the ankle, trying to make them as big as you can, changing directions. You can come to stillness, and with an exhale, lower that right leg down to the mat. We're going to tee our right arm out to the side, keep that left hand on the left knee, and exhale, let that left knee fall off to the outside edge of your mat. Nice deep breaths. With an inhale, we're going to bring that left knee back to our chest and put the right hand on the outside edge of the left knee. Tee the left arm out to the side, and with an exhale, roll onto your right hip, looking over that left shoulder. Nice deep breaths here. With an inhale, come onto your back, and then the next inhale, send that left leg up to sky. You can make circles with the ankle and change directions. Come to stillness and exhale. Lower that left leg down to meet the right. Now this is where we're going to need our straps. So if you can grab your strap in a hand, and we're going to put it around our right foot, and you want it just on the ball of that foot. And you can lay the leg back on the mat, and you can hold the straps in one in each hand here. So with an inhale, we're going to lift that right leg up. If you want to put both straps in the left hand or right hand, that's fine. And just keep that foot so it's straight up to the sky and you're pulling it towards your head. For everybody, that's going to be a little bit of a different position. So whatever works for you. So now we're going to take the strap and put it in our right hand. And with an exhale, and I have a wall behind me so my leg won't go over as far. Let that leg fall off to the right as far as it can. For some people, that's going to be all the way close to the ground. For others, it won't be. Wherever you are, that's fine. So like I said, mine won't go that way because of the wall. Just take some nice deep breaths here. Opening that inner thigh and hip. With an inhale, we're going to bring that right leg back up to center. We're going to transfer the straps to our left hand. Tee out that right arm. And with an exhale, bring that leg over to the left for a spinal twist. Make sure that right shoulder stays down. And you want to look over that right shoulder. And once again, try to see if you can pull that right leg up towards your head. You'll feel that in the hamstring the more you apply upward pressure going up towards your head. With an inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, lower that right leg down. Put your left foot inside the strap. And remember, it's just above under the ball of the foot. And then inhale, bring that left leg up. With an exhale, we're going to let that left leg fall off to the side. To the left side. Nice deep breaths here. And once again, you want to see if you can pull that leg up towards your head and out towards the left. Opening up that inner thigh and hip. With an inhale, bring that left leg up. We're going to transfer both straps into our right hand. Exhale, tee that left arm out to the side and let that leg fall off to the left for a twist. Mine won't go over because of the wall, but wherever you stop is fine. With an inhale, come back up to center. And then exhale, lower that left leg down to the mat. And you can release your strap from your foot. With your next inhale, we're going to pull both knees to chest and gently rock side to side. We're going to hold on to our right knee here. And extend that left leg flat along the mat. So we're going to try a one-legged happy baby. So if you can grab your right foot in your right hand and then inhale, send the sole of that foot up to the sky with a big bend in the knee. With your next inhale, send that right foot straight up to the sky and exhale, lower it down to the mat. Inhale, pull that left knee to chest and give it a tight squeeze. And we'll try the one-legged happy baby here. So we're going to grab that left foot. Send the sole of that foot up to the sky with a big bend in the knees. With an inhale, we're going to send that left leg straight up, and then exhale, lower it down to meet the right. And then inhale, pull both knees to chest and gently rock side to side. So we're going to come to standing from here, but we're going to get to seated first. And you're going to have to use your core to get up from here. So take a few rocks front to back. And then when you're ready, just rock all the way up to a seated position with a nice straight spine. And then you can come up to a standing position. Up nice and tall. We'll start with a quick Tadasana or mountain pose, shoulders back, palms forward. Take some nice deep breaths, weights evenly distributed in the feet. You can blink your eyes open, and we're going to work on a few forward folds here. So with an inhale, real quick, before we move on from Tadasana, I had someone say, why do I hold my arms out like that? I don't hold my arms out. Your arms just kind of stop where they stop as long as your palms are forward. If I turn my palms in, the arms will come down. And that's why Tadasana, it's important. You're rolling the arms in the shoulder socket and pulling the shoulders back. And then your arms are going to stop wherever they stop. So we're going to do a few forward folds here, up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms way up overhead. With the exhale, swan dive forward with a flat back. Nice deep breaths. Back should be nice and loose after what we've done today. If you have to bend your knees to release tension on the hamstrings, feel free. Nice deep breaths. Just hang here for a minute. With an inhale, interlock your hands to elbows and just let the weight of your torso hang. If you'd like to bring some gentle movement to the spine, feel free. You can come to stillness, and with an exhale, release your hands down to the mat. We're going to add a halfway lift here, so with an inhale, we're going to straighten the legs. Place your hands on the front of your thighs and come up to a nice flat back. You can look forward a little bit, just don't pinch your neck. And while you're here, pull the shoulders back and push your chest towards the ground. Engage your abdomen. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, forward fold. Put a micro bend in the knees, and with an inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up, and exhale, release your arms. So we're going to try our sun salutations, but before we do, I just want to go over the halfway lift. A lot of times, if you look at my shoulder blades, you see how my shoulders are coming down and forward, and there's that little hump in my back. When we're in this halfway lift, it's important to think about pulling your shoulders back, and sometimes you'll still have that little hump. Think about pushing your chest towards the floor. We're really trying to get a nice flat back here and pull the shoulders back. We don't want to be down like this. We want to be up, nice and flat. Pull the shoulders back and push the chest towards the floor and get that really flat back. Engage your abdomen while you're there. Don't let your belly just hang and be passive. So we're going to start our sun salutations. First one we're going to do nice and slow. So with an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and we'll stay here for a few breaths. Think about what I just told you. Pull those shoulders back. Push that chest towards the ground and have a nice flat back. When you're ready with an exhale, we're going to bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to down dog. And this is our first down dog of the day, so if you want to pedal your feet, bring some movement to the knees and ankles. If you'd like, maybe you can inhale, come up real high on the tiptoes. Exhale, sink your heels down to the mat. One more time. Inhale, real high on the tiptoes. Exhale, sink the heels down to the mat. and push your chest towards your thighs. With an inhale, we're going to come forward to plank. Nice straight spine. Straight line from the heels all the way up the back to the back of the head. And with an exhale, lower down under control. Tops of the feet on the mat. And inhale up the head and chest for cobra. Relax your glutes while you're here, but keep your hips in contact with the mat. Exhale, lower down. Roll your toes and inhale back to down dog. When we step forward, pay attention to which foot you use. So with an inhale, look between the hands, and with an exhale, walk or step to a forward fold. Micro bend to knees and big inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, release the arms. So we're going to do one more of those. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice deep breaths here. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to down dog. With an inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, down under control. Tops of the feet on the mat, and inhale up the head and chest for cobra. Exhale down. Roll the toes, and inhale back to down dog. And we're going to use the other foot this time. So inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, walk or step to a forward fold. Micro bend the knees and big inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, release the arms. And just take a quick Tadasana. Nice deep breaths. And think about that Tadasana, pulling the shoulders back. Palms are facing forward. Your eyes open, and we're going to try a high lunge sequence here. So we're going to start at the front of our mat. Hands are going to be at heart center. We're going to string together a couple asanas here, working on hips and hamstrings. So up nice and tall. When you're ready, we're going to step that right leg back. Doesn't matter how far back that leg is. It really matters that you're on the ball of that foot and that right heel is off the mat. Left leg, the ankle and knee are stacked. Your hip is forward, right hip is forward and chest are forward. And then inhale your arms up for high crescent lunge. Nice deep breaths here. If you're comfortable where you are, maybe you can walk that foot a little further back. Arms are up nice and strong, pulling the shoulders back. So we're going to add a twist here. With an exhale, put both hands down around this left foot, but put your right hand as close to your left foot as you can get it. With an inhale, send that left arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that hand down. We're going to go to low crescent lunge from here. So with our exhale, lower that right knee and put the top of the right foot on the mat. And then bring both of your hands to your left knee. And just pulse your hips forward, and you're going to feel something in this right hip or right thigh. And when you feel something you want to stay with, stay there. Inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Think about pulling your shoulders back. And try not to bend the neck back to look up. We want the spine nice and straight here. If we want to add on, you can gently start to lean back. Notice my neck's not moving. My spine, lower spine, is bringing me back and opening the chest to the sky. With an exhale, put both hands down around the left foot. We're going to add a twist from here, so right hand's as close to the left foot as it can be. Inhale that left arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that left hand down. And we're going to try half monkey from here. So we're going to inhale and straighten that left leg, left toes come up to sky. You can bring your torso nice and high. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Trying to keep that straight spine. Nice deep breaths. With an exhale, we're going to bend that left knee and come forward. Put that left foot flat on the mat. And we're going to add lizard here. So we're going to put both of our hands inside the left foot. And then walk your left foot out to the left side of your mat. I'll turn this way so it's easier for you to see. So we're this way. We have a lot of options here. One, you can turn that left foot onto its outside edge, open that hip up, and lower the weight of your torso. You can stay right where you were initially and just bend the elbows and lower the torso. Whatever works for you, just stay there. And if you have a goal to go somewhere else eventually, just work at it. You can also push that right leg back more, which will affect that left hip a little bit. If your left foot's on its outside edge, you can put it flat. Bring that left foot back to the middle so your hands are on either side of the left foot. Roll the right toes and lift that right knee. And then step forward. So we're going to do the other side. Up nice and tall, hands at heart center. We're going to step this left foot back. Once again, as long as you're on the ball of the foot and the heels off the mat, you're good. And then inhale, bring the arms up for high crescent lunge. Pull the shoulders back. Nice deep breaths. With an exhale, put both hands down around this right foot, but put that left hand as close to your right foot as you can get it. And then inhale that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring that hand down. We're going to go to low crescent lunge, so lower that left leg and put the top of the left foot on the mat. Both hands are on the right knee and pulse the hips forward. When you find something you want to stay with, stay there. Inhale the arms up. Nice deep breaths. Pull the shoulders back. You can stay here or gently start to lean back, making sure not to bend your neck back. Exhale, both hands down around that right foot. Left hand is as close to the right foot as you can get it. And inhale, bring that right arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that right hand down. We're going to go to half monkey. Inhale, straighten that right leg. Right toes come up to sky. Nice big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Trying to bring your chest towards that right thigh or knee, not reaching the head for the knee. With an exhale, we're going to bend that right knee and put that foot flat on the mat. Put both hands inside the right foot and walk that right foot out to the right side of your mat. For lizard, you can roll that right foot onto its outside edge, micro bends in the elbows, bringing the torso closer to the ground. Or you can leave that right foot where it is and just bend the elbows, or just stay right where you are. If that right foot's on its outside edge, put it flat on the mat, and we're going to walk it back towards the middle. Put the right hand on the outside edge of the right foot. We're going to roll our toes and lift that left knee, and then step forward and come to a standing position. Up nice and tall. Shoulders are back in Tadasana. Deep breaths, and you can blink your eyes open. And for balance today, we're going to try to do tree pose. So up nice and tall, find your focus point. Ground the weight into your right foot. Micro bend in that right knee. And then we're just going to kickstand the left heel against the right ankle. And you can just stay here and lift your toes. You want to make sure this left leg's coming out to the side. If you want to move on, you can put that left foot on your right thigh or calf, just not your knee. And when you're ready, you can grow your tree branches. Nice deep breaths. Nice strong arms. It helps if you engage your abdomen. If you step out of it, you can come right back to it. Center, and then we're going to step down, shake out that right foot, and we'll do the other side. So ground that left foot, micro bend in left knee, kickstand that right heel against the left ankle. You can lift the right toes if you want, or put that right foot on the left calf or thigh, just not the knee. Grow your branches. It helps if you push that right leg into the left and engage your abdomen just a little. With an exhale, you can bring the hands to heart center. Step out of it. Shake out that left leg, and if you want to take a quick Tadasana, pull the shoulders back, palms forward, and just focus on taking some nice deep breaths. You can blink your eyes open. And we're going to come back down to the mat, and we'll get there through squat. So if you want to just come to seated, you can. If you want to try squat, have your feet about mat width apart, toes going out just a little, hands at heart center. Inhale up nice and tall, and then with the exhale, come down into your squat. It's really important that your heels stay on the mat here. Once again, think about having that nice straight spine. So we're going to add a twist here. We're going to take our left hand and put it on the mat in front of us. And then with an inhale, send that right arm up to sky. Exhale, bring that right hand down. Inhale, left arm up to sky. Exhale that left hand down, and we'll stay in our squat for a little longer here. ready, you can put your hands on the mat, and we're going to come to a laying position. Nice and flat on the mat, arms down by your sides. With an inhale, pull both knees to chest and just gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness, and we're going to place our feet on the mat as close to our hips as we can get them, and do one more hip opener, recline pigeon. So we're going to cross that left ankle over the right knee, and then apply a little pressure to this left thigh, pushing it away from the body, so opening that hip up a little bit. If you want to add on here, you can wrap your fingers behind the right thigh and send the sole of the right foot up to the sky. The more you pull that right thigh towards your chest, the more you're going to feel it in that left hip and glute. With an exhale, bend that right knee and put that right foot on the mat. We're going to uncross that left ankle and cross the right ankle over the left knee. Apply a little pressure here, pushing that right thigh away from the body. If you want to add on, you can do the same thing on this side. Wrap the fingers behind that left thigh and send the sole of the left foot up to the sky. With an exhale, we're going to bend that left knee and put that left foot flat on the mat. Uncross the right ankle. And now we're going to try bridge pose to kind of counter some of the forward folds we've done today. So you want your feet wider than your hips, just a little bit wider, as close to your hips as you can get them, and your knees going in just a little bit. With an inhale, we're going to lift our hips up towards the sky for bridge pose. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, come down. So this time we're going to try to add on to it. We're going to lift our right shoulder and pull that right shoulder blade towards the middle of the mat, and then lift the left shoulder and pull that shoulder blade towards the center of the mat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Keep the shoulders where they are. We're going to do one more. Inhale, come up. And this time, if you'd like to add on again, maybe come up onto your tiptoes. Really push those hips up. Make sure there's no pressure on your neck. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pull both knees to chest and gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness. We're going to try a happy baby now. So if you reach between your legs, you can grab your feet, ankles, or calves, and then send the soles of the feet up to the sky. Big bend in the knees. You can gently rock side to side if you'd like. You can come to stillness, and with an inhale, send both legs straight up to the sky. If you want to hold them behind the calves or behind the thighs, you can. With an exhale, bend the knees and put the feet on the mat close to your hips. We're going to turn the soles of our feet so they're touching and the legs are butterflied out to the side. Your hands can be on your belly or down by your sides. And if they're on your belly, just feel each inhale and exhale. Feeling Letting the belly expand with the inhale and contract with the exhale. There's no movement here, so start to relax your body, relaxing any tension in your face. Lightening your jaw, relaxing the area between your eyebrows. Put a slight space between your lips. When you're ready, you can put your hands on the outside edges of your thighs. And with an inhale, push your knees together. And then extend your legs out flat along the mat and get ready for Shavasana. You can have your hands down by your sides. Maybe 12 inches or so off your hips. Your feet are about mat width apart. Toes going off to the outside edges of your mat. And just start to check in with your body. We'll be here for the remainder of class. There's no movement now. Just start to relax any tension in your body. Inhaling deeply, letting your chest and belly fill with each inhale. And then exhale, trying to match that inhale in duration, but exhaling completely. Send your next inhale all the way to the tips of your toes. And with the exhale, start to relax any tension in your feet, calves, or thighs. Let them just melt into the mat below you. And with your next inhale, send it to the tips of your fingers. And with the exhale, let go of any tension in your fingers, hands, forearms, or upper arms. Letting them just completely relax into the mat below you. And let your next inhale completely fill your chest and belly. And with the exhale, let go of any tension in your hips, back, shoulders, or abdomen. And for the remainder of your practice, let your chest and belly move freely with each inhale and exhale. And if you have any discomfort or thoughts come to your mind, let them float away with the exhale and just come back to your breath. You can slowly bring awareness back to your body. Maybe wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your wrists and ankles, or rock your head from side to side. We're going to do one more full body stretch here. So with an inhale, reach those arms way up overhead and reach for the wall behind you. Stretching. And with the exhale, bring your hands down by your sides. And when you're ready with your eyes closed, you can roll onto your left or right side. Shavasana is corpse pose. It's symbolic of leaving behind what we'd like to leave behind in practice, starting our day and life from this point forward. And when you're ready with your eyes closed, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position with Anjali Mudra hands or prayer hands, thumbs on sternum, and a light bow to your head. Yoga is a journey, and I'm so happy we were able to share this journey together today. Sometimes yoga is just about being present. It's about stillness, thoughtfulness, and awareness. Asanas are a great way to remind us of that, in addition to the physical side of yoga. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here today. It was great to be back online again and see everybody. I hope you enjoyed the class, and if you have any questions or want things for future classes, make sure you let us know. We will be adding some half-hour classes to the library also, so that for those of you that don't have a full hour that day and you just want something quick, we're going to put that on there for you also. So have a wonderful day, and thanks for being here. Namaste.